Please remember to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and leave a comment so you don't miss out on money-saving tips and ultimately achieving financial freedom with the concepts presented in these videos that are priceless. Hello and welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about what we consider the best keyboard and mouse ever. And by ever, we mean what we liked in the past and what we like now, as of today, this time, and going into the future, what we'll be using for the next couple of years at the very least. So let's get right into it. Our top pick for mice is the Logitech MX Ergo. Let's read a little bit about that.
Logitech MX Ergo wireless trackball mouse adjustable ergonomic design. Control and move text/images/files. Make sure this fits by entering your model number. Ergonomic sculpted design and edge unique adjustable hinge allows you to customize the trackball angle from 0 to 20 degrees for a more natural, comfortable hand position, and reduced muscle strain cross-computer control game-changing capacity to navigate seamlessly onto computers, and copy-paste text, images, and files from one to the other using Logitech Flow. Adjustable hinge for personalized comfort, advanced tracking and precision mode button, precision scroll wheel with tilt, effortless multi-computer workflow, fast rechargeable battery life up to 4 months on a full charge, 1 minute of charge gives up to a full day of use. Make sure this fits by entering your model number. Ergonomic sculpted design and edge unique adjustable hinge allows you to customize the trackball angle from 0 to 20 degrees for a more natural, comfortable hand position, and reduced muscle strain cross-computer control game-changing capacity to navigate seamlessly onto computers, and copy-paste text, images, and files from one to the other using Logitech Flow dual connectivity. Use with up to 3 Windows or Mac computers via included unifying receiver or Bluetooth smart wireless. Technology rechargeable battery up to 70 days of power on a single charge. Nominal value, 380p precision scroll wheel and edge tilt and middle click wheel allows for precise scrolling and other convenient controls such as horizontal scrolling. Minimal and maximal value, 5122048p.
So, in our opinion, this is an outstanding mouse. Prior to this, we've been using the Logitech MX 570 for the last many years. It looked just like this. I believe it's discontinued now, so I don't think you can get it, and I don't think you want it when the Logitech MX Ergo has come out, and this one is Bluetooth capable. I do use it only with Bluetooth. I don't need to use this dongle, which is replaceable. So that's outstanding on Logitech's part. You can order another one, I think, for $14 if you need it. Other manufacturers like Microsoft tend to limit the pairing between one and the other, and you have to pair generally in the past. So what that means on Microsoft mice or keyboards, if you lost this, you're out of luck. On Logitech's mice and keyboard, if you lose this, no big deal. You can order another one, or you can use Bluetooth like I do. I don't want to have to plug in more than I need to. And Bluetooth works extremely well. I've never had issues. With this MX 570 that I had bought, I have owned a total of 3 over the years. One still works perfectly well. The other 2, the micro switch on the right button failed, and it seems to be a common failure point for those older mice. Hopefully they have resolved it in the newer generations. Hopefully this won't have that issue. Even that being the case, there is a way to solder this if you are technically proficient in doing so. And so buying a micro switch for about $1 and having a soldering kit would allow you to resolve that problem. I never resolved it myself, so I can't speak to that, but it exists out there. Outstanding mouse, except for the micro switch problem. I wouldn't buy it again. I would highly recommend this one. So let's move on. Logitech has made a replacement for the 570, calling it the M575 wireless trackball. it comes in at a much lower price point than the MX Ergo. This one ranges between $80 and $99. You can click on the link to get the price as of now. I would not recommend this one. I think you just gain so much more here, especially with having the Logitech flow control. So let's go right into that and talk a little bit about that. Logitech uses options called Logitech Flow. They have their own app. Let's take a look at that. This is their app. As you can see, this is the mouse I have. I have their keyboard, which is the Ergo K860. Love the pairing. I will get to that in a moment in terms of the keyboard, but I'd like to talk about the app first. Outstanding app. Some people have complained about it in other reviews, but I have never had issues with it. So you can go into the mouse, you can come over here, you can select the button. I like to use show hide for this button over here. So if I press it, everything goes away. Press it again, comes back. You can choose whatever you like. Again, you can customize those options here as well. One key thing I'd like to bring your attention to that most people probably never use or think about using is this dual link button. If you click that, you're adding extra functionality for this scroll, for this trackball. So I can click, it doesn't matter which one you click, all of them. If I click this, all of them are going to change to that functionality. For instance, zoom or pan or media controls or Windows management or app navigation, zoom, rotate, arrange windows, and you can customize them as well. I have not played around with that. If you don't want to use it, you can disable it. But I do use this one. And that allows me to use virtual desktops. In Windows, I can have many desktops. If I hold down the control key and hold down that button that I showed you in the previous, if I hold down the control key and I hold down this button, because I have it set to that, I can create an additional virtual background. So if I click over here, now you can see now I have 4 desktops. Let's go back to desktop 1. Perhaps not desktop 1. Let's go to desktop 3, 2. So in this particular case, I can use the function key and the trackball and switch between them. And there we are. And I can do that because I have dual link turned on and I have it enabled to virtual desktops. If that was scrolling left and right, going between virtual desktops, if I had held down the function key and scrolled up or down, it would show the task view. That's the same as Alt-Tab. So quite useful, adds additional degree of functionality. Now I'm going to show you one of the best features that I love, because I have 3 monitors attached to my MacBook. And that one is called Flow. So I wanted to flow from monitor 2 to monitor 3, and I have that set up so to be able to do so. If I bring the mouse over here, and I just transition the mouse to here, it will go into my 3rd monitor, which happens to be connected at some point to my 2nd MacBook. And just like that, it will start functioning, and my mouse would work in that 3rd monitor that I have, And also because I have the Link keyboard and I'm using the wireless keyboard Ergo K60, K860, it will also automatically work with bringing over the keyboard controls so I can start typing on my second MacBook just like that. When I move the mouse back here, I will gain that control back on this monitor, which will allow me to use the mouse and keyboard on this side, on my Windows side. I happen to be using two MacBooks. One of them I have booted up with Windows with Boot Camp. On this side. On this side, it's purely MacBook, so I can perform different functions at different times that I need. So that's it. Flow control works outstanding. An added bonus of flow control is you can copy and paste. So I can copy from my Windows machine. I can put a text file out here. On this side, copy that and paste it right on the Mac, or vice versa. Logitech did an outstanding job of this. Their virtual KDMs, switches that will allow you to do this through other softwares, but I'm not going to get into that because I feel Logitech really knocked this out of the park. Outstanding. That's all I can say. Works perfectly. I would not waste time on anything else. Buy the keyboard, buy the mouse, especially if you have a multi-monitor setup over multiple devices. Let's keep going. So if you press this button, instead of flowing to the edge using your mouse, you will be transferred to that second monitor as you have it paired over there. Remember that both computers need to either have the dongles connected or be paired over Bluetooth. That's the only way Flow will work. You need to connect them to both. You can't just have one dongle. Then if you do just have one dongle, your other one better be Bluetooth capable or get a second dongle to be able to use it. Same goes with the keyboard. We'll get to that. The keyboard actually has three functions you can control, three devices you can control instead of two that the mouse has. The keyboard you could maybe control two computers, and maybe you can choose to control like a tablet or something. That you don't want to type out in a virtual keyboard. Just hook it up to Bluetooth and control it that way, much quicker. But we'll get back to that. Again, when you press those buttons, you will only gain control over that other device. You will not flow into it. So your counterpart balance, like the mouse, will not flow over. Keep that in mind. It's far better to just use flow control and just let the mouse flow into that other device. So Logitech has quite a selection of mice to choose from. If you do need that unifying dongle, the USB unifying receiver, it's for $15 on Logitech's site. And you have a number of mice and keyboard to choose from. Scroll through, see what you like. I don't like any of the other ones except for the Logi Ergo. I like the... if I was a gamer, then I might choose the MX Master 3, but I don't want to be able to have I do not want to be moving my mouse constantly. I think it puts more strain on it than needed. So my favorite is the MX Ergo, and I'm not a gamer, so I would still recommend this mouse, but I wouldn't be the one using it. Now, if you want a Ergo mouse, an ergonomic mouse, and you don't happen to want that trackball, then you may want to look at the Ergo series that comes with the MX Vertical. Great looking mouse. I've never used it, but looks outstanding. You probably will still gain your uh, movement capabilities without using a trackball, and you gain all the functionality of flow control and much better posture. I like it. I think it's a beautiful looking mouse. I don't need it because I use the trackball. Uh, but if I was not using that, I would probably go with this as my second choice. Trackball does take a bit of time to get used to, maybe 3 to 5 days. And after that, I think you will love it. But if you don't, you have this as an option. And if you're a gamer, then you have the MX Master 3 as an option, both either for Mac or for Windows. So the vertical seems to be going currently for $94. It has great reviews. The other ones I mentioned have outstanding reviews as well. This is what I like. I think it's a beautiful setup. This is exactly what I have got going. You can tilt it between 20 degrees and down to 0 degrees. Let's keep going. And I've already mentioned on the keyboard that I recommend, there is only one keyboard I recommend, and that is the Logitech Ergo KH60. I've been using this for a bit now. Again, I've paired it over Bluetooth. It is outstanding. Prior to this, I used the Microsoft Natural Ergonomic Keyboard 4000 for many years. I have owned two of these, and they are absolutely amazing keyboards. I cannot say enough good things about it, but they're not wireless. They don't work over Bluetooth. And on one of my keyboards, this portion started to peel, and I had to use electrical tape across it to keep it from completely falling apart. And this is after years and years of usage. I didn't ever use the zoom button. I never used these extra buttons, so they were kind of useless for me. And the Logitech Ergo has a calculator button over here. And they have a lot of functionality on the Ergo that you can customize. So you can customize a lot of your function keys to whatever you want. So you gain that functionality. The best part of this keyboard is height elevation. And I'm not sure what the actual term is, but you want your arms, you want your wrist here to be higher than the keyboard. So instead of what most people do is elevate this end, you want to be elevating this end. And they have two elevation settings, and I always set it at the highest. This is what I'm talking about. So they took the keyboard and flipped it on its head. Most keyboards elevate on this end. What studies have found is you really should be elevating on this end for proper posture and key control. And that's what the Microsoft Ergonomic 4000 did as well, in a different fashion. I put them side by side, and the elevation is nearly identical. It doesn't look it if you're not putting them side by side, but they're dead on. And the Ergo does exactly what you need. So, beautiful keyboard, go with it. I wouldn't, this is no longer even built, so if you want to save a ton of money, maybe you can find one somewhere if you don't care about the other features. But this will definitely not be giving you flow control between monitors. It was a great keyboard while it lasted. On the blog post, I will leave a lot of articles for this keyboard, this mouse, and some articles that even dealt with this. There are a lot of people talking about it that have a great deal of information that I've read on, and you may want additional information that you can gain there. As an added bonus, I will also talk about two more devices, the webcam and the microphone that I recommend. So let's get right to that as well. I recommend the Logitech C922 Pro Stream webcam. It does 1080p and it even allows for 60 frames per second at 720p. So that's quite good. Highly recommend it. It has great reviews, and it comes with a tripod if you want to position it somewhere other than the top of your monitor. So I think most people will just be putting it up there. The tripod might be useful for some. And if you have a hole burning in your pocket and you want a 4K webcam, I do not have this, but I have done research on it and it looks to be outstanding. And probably the next one that I'm going to be purchasing is this Logitech Brio 4K webcam. It is quite pricey at $160. And in terms of the microphone that I use the Blue Yeti USB for recording and streaming, PC and Mac microphone. Works outstanding. I think the nicest color is in this one, the blackout, but there is a price difference. So the blackout one goes for $121.95, but the silver one goes for $99. They're the same microphone, just because it's a different color. There are price discrepancies. There are other ones to choose from. It's all taste dependent and how you want to structure your office space. I personally like the blackout the best. That's not the one I have. I have the silver. So, excellent microphone. It does the job more than adequately. And that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Remember to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. It definitely helps with the Google Analytics and the YouTube Analytics. See you in the next one. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. We hope you found it useful and hopefully it solved a problem you were facing. Remember that you will find step-by-step information on our blog pages on every topic covered by each video, and our products page showcases each item we have discussed to date. You can find us at squareq.com. Now we will quickly tell you why it benefits you to subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell, and leave a comment. Simply put, we believe we will get wealthy together by saving money and making far better decisions. We always try to skip the fluff and get to the point so we don't waste anyone's time. As you can see, a massive amount of time and effort goes into each video. The videos are good, the content is priceless. As we grow, we will always give back to our subscriber base. We hope you act now and subscribe, ring the bell, and leave a comment. Because if you are not able to take action, then this opportunity will simply pass you by. Good day.